Hey guys, Lance with RainbowguysDIY. I'm going to be repotting a plant of mine here shortly. I'll be using one of my favorite potting mixes and a pot that we just drilled drainage in. Check the link for that other video. Let's get to it. Alright guys, the first thing I really want to say about this is I am not a certified horticultural anything. I do not have a degree in botany. I am a semi-experienced hobbyist. I think that's the best way to describe it. I've kept houseplants off and on for probably 4 or 5 years. I'm not an expert. I kill more than I have survived. I will say I have a whole lot better luck with the brand of potting soil, and I'll flash that up on the screen and show a link in below, just showing the brand, and that has helped a lot. I also use their fertilizer. I have their indoor plant food. You can see it right there. I also have their orchid and their succulent fertilizer. I know there's a lot of controversy. Some people say, oh, fertilizers are all the same. They're not. Formulas, yes, they're different, but organic Espoma is by leaps and bounds better. Their potting soil is incredible. I have had a lot of success with it. Plants that I used to keep that would only live maybe 3 or 4 months, I've had for over a year or 2. So let's get to it. Let's plant some plants. All right, plant we're going to be planting, don't know if you can see me, hi, is just a ZZ plant. These are probably one of the most common house plants that you have. I've inspected this for pests. Looks like I have a little bit of aphids, but that's easy to treat, just a little soapy water and you're good. These have a bulbous root, meaning it is more like a daffodil or a tulip that have a bulb down underneath. First things first with potting, get your potting soil, get your pot, open it up, and then just put in, I would say probably 3/4, 2/3 full. And you just want to pack it in a little bit. You don't want it to be tight or too firm, because then you're going to have a hard time putting the plant actually in there. The roots won't grow. It's going to have a hard time with drainage. Probably a little bit more. Now you can see I'm using a Espoma potting soil. This is definitely my favorite. I'm sure you have your favorite, and I will not say anything negative about whatever your favorites may be. I just really, really love this particular one. So this is what I'm using. You don't have to use it. To get the plant out of the nursery can, I just watered these a few days ago, so I won't have to water too heavily today. You just want to kind of massage the plastic container and then just wiggle a little bit. You'll probably see all sorts of things. I'm just going to use this. This is another pot we're going to be planting, but for right now it's going to be my thank you for coming bowl. I'm just going to get rid of some of the old dirt. And you'll see, you can really see the bulbs here. There's another one here. The roots are actually in pretty good shape. They're not root bound, meaning that they're not trying to escape. They're not really in any bad shape. But I'm just going to tease them a little bit and just get them out of that root habit so that when they are in their new pot, they will grow wherever they need to. Looks like I put a little bit too much soil in here, so I'm just going to put that back. That should be good. Now you see I've actually molded the dirt soil up against the sides of the pot. You want to make sure that you don't have the old soil or the roots in direct contact with the ceramic or whatever material your pot is. And then I'm putting those sides down. Oh, we've got a stray. I'll make sure I tuck that one in a little bit hard. So we're going to come around with a little bit of extra dirt. I don't usually like to put in extra dirt because I feel like that means I didn't do it right, which I probably didn't. And then we're just going to tap in. You want to make sure on a ZZ plant, you want to make sure that the bulbs are covered, but only just by like maybe 1/2 inch. They don't need to be buried, but they also shouldn't be exposed. So we've got it like that. You can see I've made a mess. That's perfect. Soil is expensive, so by all means, try and conserve it. I'm all about the waste not, want not. I'm not using gloves. Some of you might want to use gloves. There's absolutely no risk if you're buying a bagged soil from a reputable source. If you're getting dirt from a nursery, yard, or any sort of outdoor source, first of all, don't recommend that because outdoor soil is way too dense for potted plants. But if you are getting it from I don't want to say a landfill, but that's kind of what comes to mind, but any sort of outdoor environment, maybe wear gloves just to make sure you don't get any sort of pokes or jabs or any bites from any animals or pests that might be in the dirt. So that's that. We've got the pot here. Clearly needs to be washed off, and then I'm just going to water it in real quick, and that's going to be that.